Hi there, trail update time. Let's see, I am in kind of south central Virginia, I guess, mile 700 and something, and it's like day 40 something, probably 46, 47, somewhere around there. Let's see, I've been hiking along this ridge most of the day. It's probably about a 10-mile long ridge. There's farmland down in the valley to the east of me, and then there's farmland down in the valley to the west of me. There's a couple cool things about this ridge. The first thing I noticed is back about 5 miles, kind of at the height of the ridge, there was like 30, well, at least 30, I don't know, 30 or 40 rock piles that were just kind of scattered around or over the top of the ridge. And I was asking around a little bit about them, and hikers, they really don't know a whole lot about stuff like that. But some of them said, well, it's to mark the trail, and some of them said, well, the farmers like to, make rock piles to clear the land. And I don't know, I'm not buying any of it, because it's the rock piles were like probably a couple hundred years old, and they looked purposely built. They weren't just kind of thrown in a pile. They looked like they were like constructed, and almost they had like an architectural type feel to them. And they were kind of scattered around with like a 50-foot spacing, and just randomly throughout the top of that ridge, which most farmers, when they move rocks, they kind of move it off to the side so they can farm the land. And I don't know, it just doesn't add up. So I got to thinking about it a little bit, and the conclusion I came up with is that they're probably burial mounds. And if you were to look underneath one of those rock piles, you'd probably find a little 4-foot skeleton with an elongated skull, because obviously they're ancient alien burial mounds. So I took lots of pictures, and wrote down the GPS coordinates, and I sent that all in an email to Giorgio Tsoukalos from Ancient Aliens on the History Channel. He's the only guy I could think of that could like just come out here and check this out and kind of confirm that for me. I sent it to Giorgio for 2 reasons. One, the guy's got great hair. It's just he just knows what he's doing with it, and it's pretty cool. Second reason, well, the guy's just got great hair. Now, the second cool thing about this ridge is, if you can see that tree right there behind me with the white mark on it, that's kind of on the apex of the ridge. And this ridge is the delineation between 2 major watersheds. This is actually the Eastern Continental Divide. So there's a separate drainage basin to the east of me, and then a separate drainage basin to the west of me. So I'll break that down for you in layman's terms. Basically what that means is, if I were to pee on that side of the tree, it would go into the ground, pop out of the mountains somewhere down over the side there in a spring. It would run into a stream, and then a bigger stream, then into a river, and eventually make its way to the Mississippi River and out to the Gulf of Mexico. Now, if I were to pee on that side of this tree, it would go into the ground, pop out of the mountains somewhere down off that side in a spring. It'd go into a stream and then a river, and eventually make its way out to the Atlantic Ocean. Now, here's the magical part that's going to blow your mind. If I were to pee directly on that tree, it would be like peeing in the Gulf of Mexico and the Atlantic Ocean at the same time. So, yeah, I thought that was kind of a neat thought. But I've been down to Key West. I've been down there a couple times jet skiing, and I've been in the waters off the coast of Key West. So I've already peed in the Atlantic and the Gulf at the same time. So I'm probably just gonna finish up my little snack break here and hike on. I'd love to camp up here tonight, but the problem when you're up on these ridges, there's no water. There hasn't been water for 10 miles, so I've got about another 4-mile hike to get down off here and get to a camping area that's got water. So, all right, well, there's some little historical information for you. All right, bye.